Hello and welcome back to another video where we are back in the magnificent Automobilista 2. I think with it being a Monday, it was very fitting for a wet race, as those online communities can make us feel a little bit depressed, as we have spent the last 6 days being absolutely smashed off the track at turn 1, and the appeal of joining another one feels like being smashed in the face with a wet fish. But if that's what you're into, that's up to you. I'm not one to judge. Today, we're here to talk about another element of AMS2 has to offer, a huge thing that a lot of the sim racing community actually ask for, which is an offline championship or career, whichever way you want to call it. But before we get into that, guys, if you are a loyal AMS2 fan and it is your go-to sim and you are looking for every which way to grow the community, whether it be for online or whether it be to talk to people about mods, then you need to show the YouTube algorithm exactly that people want to watch this video. So do all the free good stuff, like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you're feeling a bit generous. So, without further ado, let's get on with what you're actually here for. And today, we're going to be talking about Racing Life. For those of you that don't know, Racing Life is a companion app that you can download for free in order to generate those championships that you are looking for. So, let's show you how it's done. So, the first thing that we need to do is we need to head over to the overtake.gg website. You will need to register an account. There is the paid option and the free option, but I will allow you to peruse those at your leisure. I've just taken out the free option for now, just to get this app downloaded. Next, we want to head down into Automobilista 2 and AMS2 Miscellaneous. And then you need to search in the search bar for Racing Life. Go away, ad. That's some of the things that you managed to lose by taking a paid version out, I believe. So we will search for Racing Life, scroll down, and we have this Racing Life AMS2 Career Mode Companion version 2.0. If you don't register or log in, you will not have this download option here. It will tell you that you need to log in, and it will tell you all about the app just here, but we'll get into that very shortly. Once downloaded, you may get a little bit of a pop-up to say, is this app safe? It is perfectly safe. I have downloaded it myself and it works absolutely perfectly. The only thing you need to do is it will tell you when you download to not save it into your program files. I have created its own separate folder for Racing Life. You don't need to do that. It does actually tell you that you can save it wherever you want to, just not program files. So once we've downloaded that, we can jump straight into the app. So into the app we go, and you are met with this dashboard. The idea of the app is to work in conjunction with Automobilista 2. It doesn't actually fully link, but we will go into that very shortly. You have the option to be offered driver sponsors, and I did already have the app installed, but there are 4 options that you can take, which will give you a different degree of what you start with in your offline career. I've gone with Sim Racer. We'll get into that very shortly. But there are 3 other levels. I've already downloaded the app and started my progress. But when you first upload, there will be 4 different options for you to choose from to start off as a Sim Racer, Amateur Racer, and off the top of my head, I can't remember what the final 2 are, but it does give you different levels of what you start with. You will have more money or you will have more fame points. We'll get into how the fame points and the money work very shortly. As you progress through your offline career, you will be offered driver sponsors, and they will, as you can see, I've had no offers received yet, and there are other things within the app that you can click on your major trophies, and you can try and win as many as possible. The driver history, that will show you how many races that you've done, and also there are achievements to get within the app itself. So let's get into what the actual app can do. Once you're all set up, we're going to click into competition, and it will automatically default to January 2023. that's not really much that to be worried about. And you can look at what options there are for you to join in the January calendar. As you can see here, we've got Driver Fame 000, and then you get down to GT World Challenge, where you need 45 fame points in order for you to join, which is fantastic if you are looking to progress through all of these championships and work your way up as far as you can go. As you can see, Le Mans Invitational GT1, you need 55. But all of these you can enter right from the very beginning. Each one has a different variation of prize money, but there's also a registration fee on top of that as well, that to buy with your virtual credits. But hold your horses, you can't just go and enter whatever you want. Well, you can, but it's going to cost you more virtual credits. So let's look into that, shall we? As you can see, start off as a sim racer, you're only allocated, I believe it's 2,000 credits. I have rented a car, so it has taken that out of my monthly balance. So if we click into finances, it basically gives you a breakdown of the money spent, all your prize money, what you've earned from sponsors, and what you've got in the bank. So I decided to enter the Copa Classic B class. So let's have a quick look at that one. As you can see, none of these cars I can outright buy because I simply don't have the credits. So you have to lease a vehicle. It will tell you that you can, what the one-time payment is, per month payment, or money after leasing. You don't have to keep the car. Once you've done the competition, you can send it back and that will stop coming out of your monthly virtual credits. Again, if you did want to join into the GT3 class, and obviously you don't have the driver fame, you can do so. However, it will cost you a buy entry of 408,000 credits. And in order to do so, you're going to have to click back into finances, bank, and you're going to have to try and ask for a loan, which you can see, the longer you have it over, you can have it up to 24 months and you'll pay more interest, or pay less interest, but your monthly payments are more. Just a great way of making it a little bit more involved and a little bit more immersive of actually joining a proper race team. So what do we do once we have joined a competition? As I said, this isn't linked to Automobilista 2. You do have to do a little bit inside the game in order to set this championship up. So we click into the stages and click setup, and it will tell you here exactly what tracks are in this championship. So let's load up the game. So once in the game itself, we are going to click on championship. So as you can see, I already have this Copa Classic B class already set up and ready to go. So let's do another quick new one just to show you exactly what it entails. Default championship, edit championship, and then you can edit all your name, call it whichever you wish. And through select tracks, you can go to anything that you want to do, add in any tracks. But the idea is to obviously copy the ones that are in the stages. Save it, add rounds, and you're ready to go. If I jump it back into this one, you can see I have it all set up, but I haven't started it just yet, as it gives you a full standings list, exactly all the points and everything that you will gain throughout the championship. I have put the F1 style points on, so only the top 10 get points, and that is how this championship will run. If you do want to obviously see this championship run, then don't forget to hit that notification bell, as those videos will be going up as and when I get the races done. That's the idea of these offline championships. There's no real urgency to get them done. It's just to add a little bit more fun. Now, if you do watch my previous video, it will tell you all about exactly what the game has to offer. Once you've completed your race, it is fairly simple. You will go back into your app, click on advance, and you can then type in there exactly where you finished and where you finished up. Obviously, you've got the option to DNF as well. So you click on finish, and it will tell you there, race results, fame earned 0.6. If you do buy, obviously, the ones with the extra fame, if you do enter these ones, I believe that it gives you 0 fame. Anything that's a little bit lower, it won't boost your fame points. That is kind of the idea of it, to try and stop you just entering a load of lower level races in order to earn some fame points. Click continue, and then it will be added into your driver history. Happy days. And that is how the championship will go. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video and it has been a little bit of a help to you. I do think that this game has some really fun opportunities, i.e. taking a truck to Bathurst, which is what I tried. But I do think that gives the game a little bit of a disservice. Fun for a lap or two, but for a whole race, perhaps not. So, as I mentioned before, if you did like the video, don't forget to do all that free stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you do want to watch some more races, then please do click on the links at the very end, where I do make a few mistakes. Turn on a bit.